it's like a tiny sip.
Straight back. Oh!
Whoa, you do like a floss. You had like a floss thing going through the teeth. Whoa! That was like a power wash.
I'm all, mechanics.
What? What?
There's only the functional pieces. There's no extra.
Oh yeah, I got a whole lot of extra. I got entirely too much extra, actually. It's a little stupid. Not a little stupid. It's really stupid, considering I had all the extra surgically removed, and then the mother truckers came back. So
That's wild.
That was not a good time. Not a good time at all.
What was like the time frame?
It's tapping on my stomach. Okay. So actually the first time I
We
inquired...
don't have to talk about this, by the way.
We've put everything else out on there.
I know, but I don't know.
I don't care.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah, to our 5 listeners out there, I had a breast reduction. But no, I was actually, the first time I inquired to my insurance company, or, well, my parents' insurance company, if I could get it done, I was 15.
Wow.
Living that miserable life for entirely too long. So I was 15, and they said, no, you're too young, wear a support bra. I was like, bish.
Insurance did?
Insurance told me that. Like, no medical doctor or anything, despite the fact that my doctor was like, yeah, you could probably use this considering that it's destroying your back.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, no, wear a support bra. And I'm like, dude, I wear 2. I wear 2 bras, custom made for me because I'm all kinds of awkwardly shaped. And then I was 18 again when we inquired once again.
Mm-hmm.
And then they approved it. By the time I got the surgery done, I was 19. I was blissfully happy for a couple years until, actually not even a couple years. I was 20 years old, so I got the surgery at 19, and then 7 months later, ouch, guys, come on. Or no, 6 months later, not even a full 7 months, 6 months later, I moved to New York to go to massage therapy school and everything, and just my life was thrown into absolute chaos after that. My whole routine changed, and so obviously it threw everything off. My weight fluctuated like crazy, and it all decided to go right back to my chest. So, yeah.
Wow.
Mother truckers came back. I'm not thrilled, obviously.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
If anyone wants them, you can have them.
I'm
They're
good.
the worst.
I'm good.
I hate it. Anyway, shalom, shalom. Welcome back to my aunt's attic.
Shalom, welcome.
How was your week?
Good. I've been feeling so busy, and these are my last weeks of summer, and I want to cry.
Did you get my message?
I did, but I figured I would just talk to you about it today.
Okay, cool. Cool.
When you go to the fair, like, how long do you stay?
Well, to clarify for people who don't know what I'm talking about, I texted Mary Grace and asked her, are we still planning to go to the fair? I have these couple days if you want to go. What are we doing? If I'm going to go to the fair, I kind of want to go for, like, the duration.
Like, all day?
Well, maybe not all day, but, like, go for long enough to thoroughly enjoy everything that you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then leave whenever you feel like it. Because if I'm taking my time to go all the way out there, pay the money to get in. I'm not going to just...
It's a pain in the butt to get through the gates.
It's a process.
Yeah.
It's a process. So if I'm going to do all that, I'm going to get the process worth of enjoyment out of the place.
That makes sense.
But I'm also not someone who's going to push myself to the point of misery. Once I'm ready to go, I'm going to go. And
Yeah,
I'm not going to apologize to... Like, if I'm with my group of friends, I'm like, nah, I'm good. I drove. I'm leaving.
That's... Yeah.
Yeah.
But we should probably drive together.
Well, I know. That's what I'm saying when I went with my other friends and stuff. Like, I'm the one who drove, so I dictate when we leave.
Oh, I got
I'm
you.
that selfish person that's like, no. Either you...
So I've already had
Yeah.
like, I thought you just left early. I got you. Okay. I also want to make like a list because I hate when I'm there and I'm just like, what do we do? And I'm just like walking aimlessly trying to find something.
Yeah.
To do. I want to like look online and like
I actually
plan a
was.
few things.
I was looking at online for like the schedule and everything, but the one website that I was on, the schedule only showed like 10 events, and they were all happening at like 9 a.m. And I'm like, well, I'm not doing that. So I tried to hit, view more events, and it just wasn't working. So I was like, I gave up pretty quick. But yes, those days that I showed that I sent you, if like those are right now the ones that I'm able to do that I don't already have things scheduled to work.
I would be down to go opening day.
Yeah.
I forget what was the other one you said. Was it just the following week?
Yeah. I think opening day is on like a Tuesday,
Mm-hmm.
and then the following week on like Thursday or something. Or
Wait,
I don't
is
know.
it a Tuesday?
Tuesday, the 21st?
I feel like it's Wednesday.
Maybe Wednesday. I don't know.
It's Wednesday.
Sure. Yeah,
If
I said the 21st.
If
And
I'm
the
not
27th.
working, because I've been working on Wednesdays, which has been so annoying. If I'm not working, yes. Maybe I could have someone switch with me. And then, was the 27th the other one?
Yeah.
That would be nice, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is, I have one appointment in the morning. Ow, that's going to be our recording day too.
Mm-hmm.
I have one appointment in the morning, then this recording, and I figured we could go after.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Okay. So if you, same with if you don't work on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
What is that, next week?
Mhm.
If you don't work, we can do the recording and go. And then, yeah.
Cool.
Cool beans.
Sounds good.
Um,
A lot of stuff that they don't put online. Like, I love to go see the silent films, but
Uh-huh.
they don't have that online anywhere. They just have, like, pamphlets at the actual building that says the schedule for them.
Interesting.
And
Inconvenient.
super inconvenient. But I love going to them because they have, like, a live, organ player.
Ooh.
So you know how there's, like, the background music of the silent film?
Yeah.
It's like, "Dee-dee-dee-dee." There's someone playing it right there. It's
Oh my God, I
so
love it.
sick.
Never knew that because, again, my friends do the same, like, 3 things. That's it.
They're fun, and it's, like, Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah.
Charlie Chaplin or like Buster Keaton stuff. It's just like silly and it's
Oh, I would
just
love that.
they're just fun. And it's a nice like way to break it up because normally it's like hot, you're walking around a lot and it's super cold in there and you
Yeah.
just like sit and chill in the dark for a little bit like
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love it.
No, that sounds like super fun.
It's in the same building that like the students like art show is.
Yeah.
It's in the main floor of that.
Okay. Cool. You seem to know your way around a little bit better than I do, so
Yeah.
I'll drive us, you lead us.
They're great. Yeah.
Cool. Sounds
That's
like a
fun.
very good plan.
I went a lot last year. Well, my mom has been working at it.
Oh,
So
yeah?
she gets like a free parking pass, which makes it way easier. Because you just roll in and then you don't, honestly. They have you park somewhere which is like past security checkpoints and stuff if you're working it. So you just kind of waltz in.
Are we able to use that?
I don't know.
Or do we need to smuggle ourselves in with her?
I'll ask her about her parking pass situation.
Okay.
But there have been a few times where I drive in and I park in her spot and I'm like, wait, I'm in and I didn't pay.
I love that.
But
That's my friend's dad had a car in the Nationals show,
Mhm.
and so if you have like a car in it or whatever, I guess they had a camping spot. I don't know what the deal was, but the point is, I got there and she came out to meet me, gave me the wristband, so I was able to get it. Those tickets, unlike the fair, it's like $3 or something to get in the
Oh.
fair, right?
no, it's 8.
Oh. Well, it used to be... I went on the $3 day. I
Mhm.
must have gone on the 3... Okay, either way, it's much cheaper. To get into Nationals, it was like $25. But she came
Oh
out and
my
got me the
God.
wristband and everything, so I was able to get in without that exorbitant fee.
I think paying, it's just so much
Paying-
money. Everything is so much money.
Paying
but
to look at something
that's
is
crazy.
stupid. And then when you get in there, you pay for more. That's just stupid. It's just
yeah,
stupid.
because you pay to go to the fair and then you have to pay ridiculous
You
prices
pay to park?
for everything.
You,
oh my god,
you have to pay to park depending on where you're parking.
Parking
so pay to
is
park.
expensive too.
Very. Pay to get in, pay while you're in there. It's like, okay, folks, I'm already taxed out the wazoo. Can we just have something? Can we just have something to enjoy life without breaking the bank, please?
Thank God we live like close. Because some people come from all over the state. Like,
Yeah.
it's the state fair. Like,
Yeah. Well, nationals is national.
yeah.
People coming from all
Thank
over
God.
the place.
The fair. Good times.
Very good time.
I don't want to run into anybody I know.
That is why I am dreading my friend's wedding in Ohio. I was texting him. He's like, I hope you can make it. I'm like,
I hope I can't.
So, I don't know. We'll see about that. But
That sucks.
yeah, it's going to be a lot of old high school people. Or people I just simply don't know or don't want to see. And it's just like, oh gosh.
You know how I used to live in Indiana, right?
Mm-hmm.
Last time I went, I was like maybe 17.
Quit licking me. Jeez, Mary Grace, you're so gross.
It wasn't me, it was my dog. Oh my god. The integrity of only taking audio recording is crazy. Stop licking me. You're stepping on my stomach. Your paws are rough. It's not me, okay? Not this time.
Oh, Mary Grace needs groomed.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Indiana?
Oh, last time I visited, I was 17 and I was like, I'm not seeing anybody I know. I'm not telling anybody I'm here. I refuse.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna hang out with my family. We were there for a few days. But I guess Josie had maybe posted on her story or something, and so someone I knew told everyone I knew, and then
Oh no.
people were finding me in the streets.
Oh no.
Like, I was literally
Mm-mm.
crossing a street and someone had, like, tracked us down, and I was like,
You know what? I'm so
um,
glad that I'm not the type of person that people actively want to see. Which actually leads me to one of the things that I had written down that I wanted to talk about. I saw this
Oh.
TikTok. This guy was talking about the difference between being friendly and being nice. And then someone else threw in there's also a difference between being friendly, nice, and kind. And I kind of wanted to discuss, what do you think you fall under? Or like, what do you
I
think
fall
each of them
under
mean?
that I've been seeing a hair in my face and I can't get rid of it. It keeps coming into my vision.
I'm
Hold on.
fully cross-eyed there. Just, I'm gonna pull up the oh, am I? Okay, I am recording. Okay. What are you doing?
I'm looking at my face.
Not you, the dog. Ew, that's my foot, not your nails. Oh, gosh. That was not pleasant.
I think I got it, but oh my god. It kept coming into my field of vision.
Field of fish. So let's look up the specific definitions between each of these things, because I really want to get into the nitty-gritty of the differences
Okay.
between them. So we've got the definition
Are you
of...
on that whole demure trend on TikTok?
What?
Very demure. You haven't seen that?
I've seen one video where someone kept saying it. It was so
Yeah.
annoying. I was like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm moving on.
Well, one person did it, now everybody's doing it.
I
And
didn't
so
know it was a trend.
It's a trend to just like show how you're doing your everyday things, and it's be like, see how I'm doing this, very demure, very cutesy, very mindful. And it's just a trend. That's all.
I don't...
I like that word though. I'd never heard it
Demure?
before. Demure.
I mean, I've heard it. I just didn't think it was going to be a everyday part of... Okay, I'm really messing with the mic, so if you're hearing all that, it's just a problem. Oh, gosh.
It's just a problem.
It's just... No. Okay, so let's talk about this real quick. So,
Okay.
friendly, nice, and kind. So, the definition of friendly is kind and pleasant.
Uh-oh.
But also, definition number 2 is denoting something that is adapted for or is not harmful to a specified thing. Okay, so that doesn't actually matter in our context. I don't think.
Wait, what was the word you were looking... What is this word that we're talking about?
We're talking about like
Friendly?
the nuanced differences between friendly, nice,
No,
and
but
kind.
what was that word that you're defining?
Friendly?
Okay.
This one's friendly, which the definition is kind and pleasant. So we're going to cross definitions
Crossover.
obviously here. So we have to kind of think. So when I think friendly, I'm thinking somebody who, when you see them, they're going to small talk. They're going to be like, try to catch up a little bit and try to. They're the type of person that would easily become a friend when given just enough time.
I don't think you have to be nice to be friendly, though.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Friendly is just like you get along really well with somebody. You're able to kind of surpass the superficiality of conversation enough to kind of get into like, this is someone I know I can connect with. That's
Yeah.
friendly. Friendly is someone you can become friends with. Nice, I think, is just someone that when you walk away from the interaction, you feel okay about it. You feel fine about it. That person was nice. That was a pleasant interaction, but I'm
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
It stays where it was. And then you have kind, which is somebody that from even afar, you can tell they kind of go out of their way to make someone else smile. They put themselves aside enough because their happiness comes from seeing other people happy.
Yeah.
What do you think? That's kind of my idea of those kind of three things.
Okay.
Where do you think you fall under?
Which do I think I am?
Mm-hmm.
I guess it depends. But I would even put myself in a fourth category, which is just like polite. But I wouldn't say that I always go out of my like at a baseline, like at my natural state, I would just say I'm polite. Like I'm not going out of my way to necessarily do things, but I am respectful.
Okay.
There's not necessarily like exchange. There's just like I don't know. But when
You
I'm
just
at,
do what you're supposed to do.
yeah.
What's kind of expected, the societal expectations of how to not inconvenience other people.
Yeah. Like when I think about people being kind or nice, I like kind of see that there's some sort of like an exchange. Whether that's like a service or like a compliment. But I would say that in my natural state that I'm just polite, so there is no exchange.
So there's more of a neutrality between
yeah.
your interaction
But
with
it's
others.
based on like a respect.
Okay.
Because I'm not rude,
Uh-huh.
but I'm not going out of my way to make a connection. Because I'm not
Okay.
friendly. Back to friendly.
Uh-huh.
Okay, when I think of friendly, I think of people who go out of their way to say hi. I'm not that person. I avoid people in public.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah. I will keep my head down, pretend I didn't see you, so I don't have to feel bad.
Right, they didn't see
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Okay. I hadn't
Yeah.
thought about just polite. Okay. I think I fall under that as well.
Right.
Because, like, when people are...
She's having an asthma attack. Get out of here with that girl.
Oh, my Lord. She's just been sitting there. That's
She's-
it. Like,
I know, and she's exhausted.
oh, wow.
She's overweight.
Oh, wow.
Um,
Okay. So, yeah, I think, like, kind people...
See, but when I'm at work, I would say that I'm kind. Because I'm always trying to, like, make people's lives easier. And I'm always doing favors. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I try to keep really pleasant tone. Oh my god, I had this mean lady the other day, too. I have to tell the story later, but...
But does that really fall under kind, or is it just...
Yeah, because I really care.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say, because I was like, are you just doing it because you, as part of your job, you have to do that to kind of keep face, or if you
No.
actually care? If you
I
actually
actually
care,
care.
then yeah.
Because if I was just trying to keep pace, I would say I would be more polite then.
Okay.
Some people that work there are not even polite.
Can you go die somewhere else? We're trying to work here.
She panicked.
Oh my gosh.
Her eyes look kind of panicked sometimes. Like, are you good? No wonder.
She's like contorting
She's
herself to
got
lick her
in a
butt.
knot. Yeah.
She's suffocating herself while doing it. That's why she's panting.
The stuff seated like a human right now is crazy. And then she like looks at us like, "Help! What do you want?"
She's like, scratch my butt for me. This is hilarious.
This is
This
a
is so
pattern.
sad.
How many times is this gonna go over again?
Oh, good Lord. What were you saying?
Oh, for the amount that I get paid, and for as mean as customers are, I'm not getting paid enough to be as kind as I am. I think
Uh-huh.
because I actually care, and I don't know. I want people to have a pleasant experience. Like I want to be like, if someone's having a bad day, I want to be like the thing that makes it maybe
Yeah.
a little bit better.
I think I'm very... Oh, this... Okay, wow. Rough. I'm very rarely actively kind.
Okay.
I very rarely go out of my way to make someone else's day. Don't get me, I've always said it and it still holds true. I'm my happiest when I'm watching other people have a good time,
Mhm.
but other people having a good time is not a direct result of anything that I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm just sitting back and letting what happens happens, and hopefully people are having a good time, but I'm not going to. I'm terrible. I won't inconvenience myself in any fashion to make someone else's life a little bit better.
Oh. That's interesting because I knew we had that same perspective of like enjoying being an outsider and watching people,
Mhm.
but I like being the reason and just watching from it.
I like being the reason. I just don't because I'm
usually.
lazy. I'm lazy and I'm selfish.
I like being, yeah. I like sitting back and being like, I did that. Like, even if
Yeah.
people don't even connect it or don't really care.
You like seeing people enjoy the things that you were able to bring about.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't. I do, but like even the remote possibility of someone knowing that I did that kind of would take the wind out of my sails because
Well, it's nice to kind of like almost be like an anonymous.
yeah, that's why I mean I mentioned the fact that I love being like a cog in a machine,
Mm-hmm.
like the background, like the tech crew of something.
Yeah, that's what
We
I
get
mean.
no
I
credit.
don't mean like I want like recognition and stuff.
But like that's kind of part of like I don't know why it comes like full circle, but like the thought of somebody knowing I did something nice makes me not want to do nice things because then I feel like icky about the fact. Ew, I hate the fact that I just used the word icky. Ew. But I don't like I can't do praise in any capacity.
Oh.
Please don't acknowledge me in any fashion. And the fact that somebody might say, "Oh, this was great," I'm like, I don't want to do it anymore.
I think I used to be that way, but I don't know. I kind of think about it from their perspective, and if I'm gonna compliment someone, like I really mean it.
Yeah.
So I like try to imagine that they had to kind of maybe work up courage, or like I don't know, they had to really think about it and really
Yeah.
mean it to say it. So I appreciate
Yeah.
it.
And I'm just straight up not friendly. Straight up, I am not friendly.
Not friendly.
Don't talk to me. Don't acknowledge me. I do not exist. If you've ever known me, you don't know me. Pretend you just don't.
I don't see. I don't think I'm shy though. Like I wouldn't say I'm shy.
I'm not shy. I just don't want to.
I think I'm maybe like reserved is the word.
Okay. But why? Is it because of a place of not trust or just nope, this is my business and it's not yours?
I don't know.
I've obviously thought
Maybe
about
I
this
just
entirely
don't
too
have
much.
much to say.
Yeah. I don't trust anybody with anything. I trust not a single soul with anything. And therefore, I know I've said this before, and it's because I don't trust anybody, I am a completely open book. I force myself to trust everyone with everything so nobody can hold anything against me, but that doesn't mean I trust people. And in fact, I actively resent people just for their existing and the fact that they could possibly use something against me. You're a human being. You have the capacity for evil. I resent you. I don't trust you. That's horrible. That's so horrible.
No, I get it. I have been having like so many like what's the word?
Your face.
Hopeless. I feel hopeless in humanity right now. Like I don't. Yeah,
like
I'm with
that.
you right now. I don't trust anybody. I
Yeah.
feel like everybody is selfish, and I hate it.
Yeah. It's kind of it's such a weird dichotomy between how I feel when I'm by myself and when I'm with other people. Because I've mentioned it a couple weeks ago or something. Family's going through a lot, brother's going through a lot. Have been really, really kind of emotionally drained and just completely heartbroken about everything that's going on. But then in my own personal life, when I'm alone, I'm also, after 10 years of complete suicidal, miserable depression, finally gave my life back to Jesus, been the happiest I've ever been in so long. So I'm also, like, it's weird because I've been completely heartbroken about this particular situation, but at the same exact time, more peaceful and joyful and happy than I've ever been. And then, okay, to clarify something, did get an update. It's amazing, wonderful news, crying of happiness and everything. Everybody please continue praying for my brother, but he wrote this letter and it was just so unbelievably beautiful. I can't share it because I don't have his permission yet, so if I ever do, then yeah, I'll share it because it is so beautiful. But anyway, just, it's been blessings upon blessings. God is so stinking good. But it's such like a weird, like I said, dichotomy between the situations that I'm in different parts of my life. When I'm with other people and when I'm with myself, it changes so drastically, because if I put myself in the world in any capacity, especially with everything that's going on, I am so bitter toward everything. I don't want to deal with people. I judge really quickly, as we heard last episode, 2 episodes or what. I'm judgmental beyond belief. Gotta stop doing that. But like, do you know what I mean? It's just like,
Yeah.
it's exhausting.
Yeah.
Not the inconsistencies between everything is just completely and utterly exhausting. And I have no patience for any of it anymore. That was a whole bunch of like nonsense to not say anything, so I apologize. It makes sense in my head, but no, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Going off of what we said before, or what I said before, I don't know how you still feel about it, but things are heating up in the political world, and let me just say, continue being judgmental. I don't care who you hate or who you like. Facts are facts. Kamala Harris is in office right now. She has the capacity, she has the ability to make beneficial, progressive changes for this country. She's not doing it. What makes you think another 4 years of her blabbering on is going to do anything? She can do it now, so stop with her promises and, when I'm president, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it now. You have the ability to make changes now, so do it now. You're not doing it, so obviously you can't do it, which means you suck at your job. You can't do it. So please, for the love of God, people, recognize what's going on. And I don't care if you don't like Donald Trump or whoever else. Just don't be dumb. Just don't be dumb.
I do think she's gonna win, though.
If she wins, then this country has just absolutely is doomed, because you're dumb. You're dumb. I can't stand Trump. Cannot freaking stand him. He is a trash human being. But he's a businessman. Mm-hmm. And running this country is a business. I don't care how much you hate him. I can't stand him either. He's a businessman. He's going to be able to run the business of this country much better than this wackadoo.
Yeah.
Who's not doing anything. So,
yeah.
Get over yourself. Get over your little emotional pity party or whatever. Like, oh, this person. They're all garbage. They are all garbage. Choose the garbage that's actually going to make beneficial for anything. I'm like, anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I had to kind of come to terms with that because I used to really hate him.
Oh, I can't stand him
because of his words and his actions outside of office. I was like, well, this has to. He's not a good. I don't feel like he's a good person. But then I had to really look at the state of the country at the time and be like, okay, something was working.
Yeah,
I don't like him.
Oh, he's garbage.
But something was working.
He's a garbage person. He's just... Or you know what? That's the thing. What we see in the media is so... Again, it's still filtered. It's a persona. We don't actually... I've never met the man. So I don't know how he is away from the spotlight, away from his egotistical moments on the stages and everything. Mm-hmm. From what I've heard other people say when they're not in the spotlight, he's really nice. I've heard he's really actually nice. He's a pleasant person to talk to. So what we're seeing is a stage front kind of person. That stage front kind of person is garbage. He's just the worst. Can't stand him. He annoys the absolute crap out of me. But behind the scenes, it's working. So yeah. I can't argue with that. Or it was working. But anywho, I don't know. It's just people need to stop with their emotions and just think for 2 seconds. For 2 freaking seconds. What else we got? We're going to move on from that before I get myself in a lot of trouble, if I haven't already.
I got something.
What's up?
That made me, speaking of the world is doomed and no hope and... Anyway. And also I was talking about this a few episodes ago when I was talking about, like, Nepo babies and how it makes me mad to find out that, like, someone who's famous, like, has money or, like, their parents are famous or, like, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I went to post a TikTok on my personal account, and before you post a TikTok, or no, I think it was after you post it, I was looking at the TikTok, and there's an option underneath that says boost post.
You have to pay money?
You can pay money for views.
Oh.
Why is that even an option? Hello?
Yeah.
Obviously people are doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, my thing is, I was wondering, because I saw this one, I don't know who it was, no idea. Saw this one girl, they post, like, a random audio with just their face. Just making faces at the camera. Okay, you're pretty. Nothing to write home about or anything. And I'm like, why does this have 446,000 likes?
Right.
There's nothing here. What? So that must be, it must,
But it's like, how easy would it be to make a video and pay, I don't know, I don't remember what the numbers were, pay $100 to get the video rolling? Because once you start getting views, you're getting more views, you know what I mean? So, but then it's like a, what do you call it? It's like a business in its own because you're putting in money and then you get money out of it.
I was about to say, you pay money to make money.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's so annoying.
Ugh.
That's not fair.
No, because then it takes away the opportunity for people who are using social media as their business. But if they don't have money and they're trying to use social media as a business to gain money and they can't boost themselves, then they're getting swept under the rug by other people who are just paying their way to the top.
Exactly. I thought that was like the whole, I don't know, that was the whole reason I liked TikTok. It was because, like, I don't know, you just see these random videos go viral. It's like a baby holding, like a baby accidentally posted a TikTok, or like a really old person, and it's like, oh, anybody could go famous.
Yeah.
And now it's like, not really.
Nope.
Is that annoying?
I've at least gotten my algorithm on my TikTok to really only show me things that I actually care about, so.
It's good.
Oh, that was pathetic.
You'll have another one. Can you burp on command?
Not on command, but when I drink water. I don't know why, but water makes me burp. I don't know.
Air. Well, you're chewing it. That might have something.
I wasn't chewing
I know what you're
it. I
doing.
do it in stages.
I do too.
Okay.
I'm the only person I know who does that. Everybody else drinks straight to the back.
No.
I fill up my cheeks
Yep.
and then I swallow it in parts.
Yep.
Why do we do
Yep.
that? I'm the only person I know who does that. I also think I look really stupid when I'm doing it.
Well,
but
you know
I
what?
can't
Is
help
it a difference between people who are drinking water to hydrate and people who drink water because they enjoy water?
You enjoy water?
I really enjoy water.
Yeah, that could be it. But I feel like, why put it in my mouth if it's not gonna visit the whole house? I have a tour. I don't know, I feel like I need a rinse. I'm not swishing it though, it's just...
Dear God, you gotta do that when I actually finish swallowing. Oh my God. Oh, I almost spit water everywhere. That was
if you're
good. That was
swishing,
good.
that's disgusting.
Oh my God.
I just fill it up.
Yeah.
And drain.
Yeah.
And fill it up and drain.
Yeah. Visit the whole house.
I don't get how people can chug. I can't chug anything.
I can if it's a good temperature. I like ice water. I like
Yeah,
cold
I do.
ice water. And so another reason why I like to hold it in my mouth just for a minute, just,
Ooh, I know what
just
you
for a
mean.
second, is to get it to the right temperature. Because if you swallow ice water too quickly, then it hurts, and I don't like that.
I kind of like swallowing something super hot and
Ew.
feeling it like go down my chest.
That's not safe.
No, I know.
The whole point
It's probably
of
burning my esophagus.
well, the whole point of the whole visiting your mouth first.
Is to regulate the temp. The tempy.
Because you don't want to burn or freeze your esophagus, you big
I
dummy.
kind of like knowing where it is. Like I can track it. Because normally you swallow something, you have no clue when it got there.
That's how I feel about ice water. Not so much about hot. Don't like that. That's how I feel about ice water. You can feel it go all the way down.
It's so cold though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it only usually works for like the first sip because then your body regulates
yeah.
it. And
You know when you eat, like, a piece of bread or something, or, like, a lot of bread, or, like, I don't know, something...
it just coagulates, and it...
When you feel it in your
Yep.
chest, you feel like you can't breathe.
Yeah.
I like that.
You're a psychopath.
I kind of like it. I don't
What
know
is
why.
wrong with you? That is like...
It's, like, kind of a panic, but it's kind of, like, satisfying.
No, that's a full-blown panic for me every time.
Because you gotta drink water.
But then
What
the
is
water...
that? What is happening when that happens? Is it just stuck in your chest or something?
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's like... Oh my god. That's awful. I hate
It's
it.
kind of fun.
I'm getting winded just thinking about it.
I know.
Oh, I don't like it. Because you're not choking. It's just...
But it feels like you can't breathe. It feels like it's putting pressure on your airway or something.
Yeah. Ew. You know what it reminds me of? You know in cartoons when they swallow and you can see like the lump?
Mhm.
That's exactly what's going on.
Was it llamas that you can want? I think
Ew.
it's a llama. You see it like go up and down.
Ew.
Super gross. Like a snake.
Okay.
Did you watch SpongeBob?
Yeah.
What is that episode when Squidward's choking on a fork? And he's like, no.
He
And you see the fork moving. What happened? I don't remember how that got there.
was laughing too hard about something.
Hmm.
Wait. You know what episode really upset me? Like, thinking about it to this day, is where Squidward was, quote unquote, pranking SpongeBob.
With the pie?
Pie.
Oh.
No. He rigs the entire restaurant.
The April Fools.
The April Fool's. He rigs the whole thing, and then SpongeBob
And
is
he
like
embarrasses him.
flinging all over the place and crashing through stuff because there's rope and it's and it hurt really. And then SpongeBob starts crying, and they were like, "Dude, that was messed up."
Mhm.
And Squidward was just like laughing away, and I'm like, that is actually genuinely upsetting.
Someone posted a TikTok the other day of being like, what is it? They were just like, I have maternal feelings towards SpongeBob. And then someone was like, yeah, every time he cried, like, it was so heartbreaking. It's so true.
I mean, it was also that show drove me to insanity. I can't stand SpongeBob. SpongeBob 2005 and before is good. Anything
Yeah,
after 2005
yeah.
sucks. But yeah,
No, I feel so
2005
bad for him when that
I
happened.
liked it. And I did feel really bad for him. Yeah.
Remember he got slit under that guy's butt?
Yeah.
And he took out his cheeks. Where did they go?
Oh my god, what the
He had, like rope burn.
heck? Yeah.
Because he was sitting on the rope, wasn't he? And
Yeah.
it, like, pulled SpongeBob through the...
Yeah. No, that one really upset me. I did not like that at all.
Plus, SpongeBob April Fool's pranks were really good.
Yeah.
Like the ice in the water.
I don't.
You
What?
asked for a couple of ice cubes, but I only put one. April Fools.
No, okay, so I do love the innocent pranks. I just saw a video of an older gentleman was sitting down to eat like soup or something like that, or his dinner that his wife made him, and she's sitting there, someone else is filming, and he goes to pick up the spoon or the fork, and it's like itty bitty mini. And I was like, those are the funny things that they're
a
just
good one.
completely innocent, completely harmless. They're not embarrassing. What's the one? I want my money, or
Give me
give me
my
my
money.
give me my money. And then everyone claps and cheers,
Yeah.
but one person's not in on it. And
That one breaks my heart,
I
honestly. I
hate
could
that
not
one.
do that.
I hate that to
It
the
makes me
nth degree.
cringe.
Because I also saw a reaction video afterwards, was like the woman who she was like, oh, we did it on my grandpa, and my grandma had to hold his hand and comfort him afterwards.
Yes.
Like, that is just, no, when you're humiliating someone, you're actively like, I hate it, I hate it, I hate
can't.
it.
I mean, I would have to be really, really, like, comfortable and in a good mood, but I couldn't do it. Just, I don't know.
No,
I would feel too bad. It makes me cringe too hard.
Yeah, I have gotten myself to the place where I don't feel embarrassment a whole lot, because I tell myself it's only embarrassing if you let it embarrass you. If something embarrassing actually happens to you, but you laugh it off, you play into it even more,
The faster you forget about it, like just move on and it's not embarrassing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or like I actively like to play into it and laugh at myself about it because it takes kind of the wind out of the sails of anyone that's trying to embarrass you,
Mhm.
or out of the, or not if anyone is trying to, but if it's something that could embarrass you, if you play into it, it completely shuts down the embarrassing factor of it. But it's when it's hurtful. It's not just embarrassing, but it's hurtful and you feel left out and you like, I hate it. Oh, I hate it.
Yeah. I don't feel embarrassment, but I feel cringe a lot. Like, I cringe really easily and really bad. Like,
Yeah.
I hate watching, I don't even know, just, like, people doing, like, public experiments, or, like, when people go in public and, like, are messing with people. Like, I can't sit through it.
I have a hard time sitting through people not being self-aware.
Mm.
I have to scroll past those videos where someone is saying something. It's just like, do you not recognize how stupid you sound? I cannot watch you be this ignorant toward what you're doing. I can't do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or where someone is being so completely ridiculous, like a Karen is full on Karening, and someone else's patience is just saint-like. I have a hard time doing that because it enrages me to the point where I'm like, I need this person to stop being patient and lose their cool, flip out on this part. So I can't watch those. I lose it.
Mm.
I have zero patience. I have zero tolerance for people who are ridiculous. And that's another thing. I'm like, I can't argue with people. I see videos of people going to different college campuses and talking politics, talking religion, all this, and this. And people who come up to you and are enraged about something or want to argue, I cannot argue with people. If you want to have a conversation, if you want to be able to say your point of view, let me listen to it, ask questions, and then in return, you listen to my point of view, you ask questions of me, we get clarification, we either come to an understanding, maybe someone changes their mind about something, that's all well and good. It's a conversation. If you're arguing just to get your point across, if you're yelling just to make sure your voice is heard loudest, or to just try to discredit someone else, no. I will not argue with people. I can't do it. And that's anytime I go back to my family's house. If my parents start arguing about something, I will either leave or I will shut it down. Because I'm like, there is no point in arguing. It accomplishes nothing. If you want to have a conversation, if you want to get to understanding, great. If you're not interested in understanding someone else's point of view and coming to terms with something, I'm not interested. I'm not going to be shouting and wasting my breath yelling at a wall. Not happening. Mary Grace is bobbing her head yes.
I agree.
Yeah. It's infuriating. I have zero tolerance for people. I can't. I guess I just don't like wasting my time. And that's the thing. I'm like, is anything productive coming out of this interaction? Or is what I'm doing going to amount to anything? If not, I don't want to do it. And that's why I don't like small talk. I'm not friendly because I'm like, my interacting with you accomplishes nothing. You're going to walk away from this and you're going to completely forget about me. I'm going to completely forget about you. So why bother? No. It's high school reunions. I've said it before. I will not go to a high school reunion because anybody that I want to actively keep up and keep friendships with, I will interact with in the interim between reunions. A reunion is just like, oh, you're alive? Okay, I don't care. Great. I mean, good for you, but like, I don't care.
I think I would hate to go to a reunion. Because I'd be like, oh, you're doing better than me in every way? Sick. That's why I can't open Instagram anymore.
I don't even do
I
that.
can't.
No. I'm pretty much off of... I have Facebook. I have Instagram. I literally get on long enough to make sure I don't have a notification and then I'm off. I don't look at anything.
I look at my own posts.
Well, I use Instagram as my own, like, electronic scrapbook.
Mm-hmm.
I just went through my photos because my phone is, like, completely jammed up.
Mm-hmm.
I went through to delete all my photos, and I was going through, I was like, oh, I was like, wait, I already have this on Instagram, so I don't need it clogging up my photos. So I deleted everything. So I use Instagram as my own personal photo, like, scrapbook. And then Facebook, I really just use it for hockey. I'm just looking at hockey updates. I finally had a discussion with my mom. It didn't work. I told her, I was like, your Facebook habits are getting to be a little annoying. Because while I only get on there long enough to kind of clear notifications, obviously you go to your feed, hers is always the first post. Like, she's constantly posting, and it's just stupid stuff.
Is it like her own stuff, or is she reposting?
She's reposting other people's stupid stuff.
Gross.
I'm like, nobody cares. And then she has a really bad habit of commenting on things, but like such boomer comments.
I want my presence to be so unknown on Facebook. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even think I've commented on anything. Or maybe I've said, like, happy birthday.
You know what she does too? She does those like little quizzes. She's like, oh, your birth month is this, and and Julie is exhausted because this, and it like assigns you character traits. Why are you doing this, Mom? And then not only what are you doing, you're actively, purposely posting it.
Yeah. A lot of things I see on Facebook, I'm like, did they mean to post this?
Yeah, it drives me nuts. I straight up said, I'm like, get off of Facebook, Mom.
I don't really
becoming
understand
like
it.
I can't.
I don't use it often enough to really get it.
Yeah.
I just post on, well, how is it that I have like my Instagram and my Facebook connected, so whatever I post on Instagram just posts on my Facebook anyway, so it's the same thing on both.
I think I've only done that for a few. My last post that I had on Instagram that I automatically posted to Facebook was like when me and my cousins went jeeping, and it was a picture of like we were in our Jeep, and it was a picture of the Jeep in front of us. I don't think I ever do that with any like personal photos, like people photos and stuff, unless it's super chill, and like obviously I have the permission of the other person. I'll post pictures of like me and Natalie when we go to like a hockey game or something like that. But
yeah,
I very rarely do the connecting thing. I very rarely post on Instagram either, though.
same.
So I got nothing to post on Facebook. I use it, like I said, I use it even Facebook as like my own personal scrapbook because I like going back to and like, oh yeah, that was such a good game to watch, and like, oh, I can't believe that. I don't know.
Yeah.
My mom's got to stop sending me stuff on Messenger too. She sent me so many different videos.
Why is it a separate app?
I don't know. It's so annoying. It's so annoying.
I hate that because if you want to look at a post that someone sent you, don't you have to like it takes you and then you have to go back.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Forget if you have like multiple because then you're just going back and forth.
But she keeps sending me stuff over Messenger. I don't look at them. I literally get on. She sends me these videos and like, oh, we should try this and we should go here, and I'm like, I don't look at them. I've never responded to any of them because I don't. I literally get on there long enough to get rid of the notification.
Yeah.
I don't look at any. I'm like, please stop with Facebook. I don't. She don't listen to me. She don't listen to me.
I'm in the Def Coffee Facebook Messenger group, and it's really funny because they'll just be like to everybody in the group, like, "Hey, so and so, how's your brother doing? Like, heard he was sick last week," and it's just to like there's probably over 100 people in there.
Oh my god, that's
but
so
it's
cute.
Just like two people having a conversation back and forth. It's so stupid.
I love it. That's cute though. Oh my gosh. You're really guilt tripping me about going to Def Coffee.
Speaking of not being friendly, I was at the plaza. I don't know if I should say it. I was at the plaza that the Panera's in and I walked by and it was happening and I ran by.
Oh,
like,
jeez.
Don't look out the window.
Oh my.
I couldn't go. I didn't want to go.
Yeah, we've got gotta work on that. I gotta work on being a little bit friendlier. Do I though?
No, be you.
I'm just gonna. I don't know. I still just want to be a hermit and be. I want to be that like the lore behind. Oh, do you know there's like a witch in the woods?
You want to be mysterious?
Not mysterious. Just be like completely unknown and be like. Well, yeah, I do want to be mysterious. Actually,
I was like that. It sounds
that's mysterious. I want people to think like, what is she doing back there? And it's just like I'm just
Nothing.
watering some flowers back here. That's all I'm doing. but I'm doing it in the privacy and shelter of my own little wooded area. That's it. That's all I want. I don't know. It's exhausting being friendly, and I'm too lazy. I'm too selfish. I understand that. If my dad were listening to this right now, he would be in an uproar about it.
Really?
Because I do. And maybe it's just because I'm trying to prove him right, because of just out of spite. But so, did I ever tell you about the time I was a kid, and we were either driving to or from here, from Ohio. And my dad thought I was asleep in the back seat. So he's talking to my mom about me. So if she doesn't start being nicer, she's not going to have any friends. I can't believe she's like the way. I'm like, well.
Did you wake up? Did you like?
No, I didn't say anything. I just pretended to continue sleeping, and I listened to their conversation. But yeah, my dad thinks I'm a scum human being. He thinks I'm really mean. He thinks I'm not friendly enough to have any friends. Well, I shouldn't say that. He used to when I was a kid. Because I had a grand total of 2 friends through the entire duration of my school life. But yeah, I like who I like. I don't care about other people I don't care about. That sounds harsh. When I say I don't care, it's not that I wish death upon anybody. It's like, I hope you're living your best life, but like, I'm not a part of it. You're not a part of my life. So why put energy and time into thinking about it when it comes to nothing? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Sorry. Live your best life. I'm gonna live my best life separately. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he thinks I'm a terrible human being. Or he did. I don't know. He probably still does.
It doesn't make you a bad person, though. I think you don't need to have so many interactions. Some people are more social than others. Some people need that to get their energy.
Yeah.
I don't, like you, I don't have time for people I don't like. Why would I hang out with someone I don't like just for the sake of hanging out? I'd rather be alone.
Yeah.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't get it. I'm not extroverted.
I'm not extroverted. Like I said, I simply have gotten to a place where I don't care what people think of me. I care what I think about me.
Yeah.
Which means when in interactions, I'm going to be very polite. I'm going to be very nice in conversations when someone's talking to me. I'm not going to be short with them. I'm not going to be rude in any capacity.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to, I don't know. I also don't have the skill to do it. Maybe because I'm just out of practice. I'll never forget. I was with my friend, and we had gone to Starbucks or something. We were sitting in the cafe, and it was in Ohio. And so a girl that we went to school with that actually used to be a very good friend of mine, like a middle school friend, she comes up to us and we do the small talk thing. I was actually so thoroughly impressed with her small talk skills. Because she was able to keep the conversation flowing, even though the conversation lacked any sort of depth. And she made herself sound actually very genuinely interested in, all the questions she asked. She seemed like she actually really wanted to know. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what'd you get out of this? Like, there's nothing. I can tell you how my work is going, but what does that do?
Yeah.
And maybe I'm looking at life all wrong, and maybe that's just not the point, but I'm like, it's just a waste of breath. And I'm like, maybe I'm just a pessimistic, bitter person or whatever. I don't know. Sorry, not sorry. But like I said, I was so thoroughly impressed with her ability to keep the conversation rolling in an interesting way, even though nothing being said was interesting. Mm-hmm. It was quite impressive.
I'm so bad at that.
And I kind of wished I was able to do that.
Yeah.
But I'm good with the fact that I can't.
Sometimes I think I'm good at small talk, but then I realize that I'm just answering their questions, and they're just asking me questions, and I'm just responding. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, oh shoot, how have you been?
That's exactly what I'm thinking. Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah. It always feels like, yes.
I'm like, wow, I've been saying a lot, and then I'm like, oh, I've just been talking about myself.
Yeah. But that's the thing, and I'm like, if you want to ask me these things because you like small talk, then yeah, I'll give in and I'll tell you everything because again, I'm an open book. Mm-hmm. But I don't care the other way around, so I don't ask. And also,
well, it's like we're gonna do the same thing next time we see each other. It's gonna be the same words said. So,
but this actually connects with my other thought. I'm doing all the talking today. Sorry. that connects with my other thought, and we have talked about this before, about how when people are going on dates, I've seen two different sides of the opinion here. One person said that if you go on a date and you're asking them questions and they don't reciprocate and ask you back, don't say anything. Don't give them anything.
Yeah.
It's like, no, that's not how conversations work.
Yeah.
If somebody asks a question, that opens the conversation for all parties to participate and add to the conversation.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be, where do you like to travel? I like to travel here. Where do you like to travel? I like to travel here. What do you like to do? I like to do this. And that is so stilted. It is so annoying. Is this an interview or is this an opportunity to get to know each other through a conversation?
Yeah.
Because one question is asked and then everyone participates. The question does not have to be repeated because the door is already open.
Yeah.
And so when I saw that the girl was just like, yeah, don't give him anything if he's not reciprocating. I'm like, no.
Well, because sometimes I just forget.
Yeah. And then the conversation is supposed to move on quickly enough or not quickly enough, but it's supposed to flow in a manner that doesn't need that stilted reciprocation. So when somebody is small talking and they ask me like, how's work going? I'm like, oh, it's going really good. I'm really busy. I stop talking. That's your window of opportunity to talk about your work if you want to talk about it. I'm someone who like, why would I ask the same thing when we're already here?
Yeah.
But they never reciprocate it. So I'm like, oh, they must not want to talk about it. So I'm not going to ask. I'm not going to ask for clarification if you're not open and willing to talk about it already.
Hi, Bob.
Hi.
Morning.
Are you going to Target?
For college.
What?
For college.
I gotta get my notebooks and my stuff.
Notebooks. Did you want to stay in chat? Okay. I hate first date things when people are like, they just go back and forth and ask the most dumb questions. I think that you should find out those things, like, naturally through life. Like, I hate when people go back and forth, like, what's your favorite color?
Yeah.
What's your favorite music? Like, go on a date, look around, and be like, oh, that's green. I love green. Like, have it come up naturally, and then when people remember it, then it is more meaningful, I think.
Yeah.
And it makes you remember it more.
Yeah, rather than just, like, memorizing a list of facts about them at the very beginning.
Because then you have context to
And
go
then what
with
do you
the
talk
things you're
about
learning.
after that? If you already know all, like, the random details about me, then it's like, what are we going to talk about now? You already know.
Yeah. And I think you can ask, like, kind of like a superficial question with the intent that it goes deeper into something else. You know? Because I know, like, everyone was like, oh, do you like to travel? Where would you like to travel? Well, that's supposed to lead into conversations about your travels, about the things that you did have fun with, about the memories that you had, about the friends you made along the way. Like, it's supposed to roll into deeper conversation. Start with a superficial question, and hopefully you can connect enough to go into a deeper, meaningful getting to know you, you know? But no, there's just the back and forth questions that just stay superficial. It's like, oh my god, just murder me. That'd be preferable.
Which cow is this?
Reginald.
That's Reginald.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Duh.
I didn't want to assume.
When you drink water, do you just send it to your esophagus? Or do you, like, do you fill your cheeks and then swallow?
Depends.
On what?
I'll go get a glass of water.
See, I've got my bottle with, like, the straw and everything. You know what? The only time I do straight back sip is when I'm real small sip. That's it. What?
Is when I'm real small sip.
Mm-hmm. Like,
funny.
itty bitty little sips that go straight back. But if I take a big old swig of it, I hold it for a sec.
Ew.
Okay. I thought you were going to ask me how the digestive system works again.
No.
Again?
I'm good on that.
You had to ask for clarification from your
I don't
little
remember.
sister?
She was like, where does pee go? Or where does water just shoot? She was like, when you chug a lot of water, it just goes.
Oh yeah,
straight
you know,
to
like
pee.
when you're drinking a lot of water throughout the day and you're peeing a lot.
That's not quite how that works, but okay.
Well, that was what my question was.
Yeah,
about.
she was like, does your body say, oh, too full, straight to pee? And I was like, no.
I was like, no.
And I was like, no. Okay.
Okay, if it's like a tiny sip.
Straight back. Oh.
Whoa, you do like a floss. You had like a floss thing going through the teeth. Whoa. That was like a power wash through the.
And that was also lower. I normally do upper. I think. I'm not
What does that
holding it
mean?
in my Like, she went underneath. I
Do it
usually
again.
go on top, I think.
Wait, now I'm smiling. I can't do it right.
This is when we need to video these things.
No, leave it up for interpretation. Yeah, I do like that. I go up first.
Wait, I guess I don't know.
Do you do it in front of your teeth? Like,
Yeah, you don't do that?
not here.
Oh!
No,
so
it's
you
all-
don't have to visit the whole house.
No. I visit the whole house behind the teeth, not in front of the teeth.
Well, I do an outside tour, too.
Ew! Outside tour!
Look at the shingles and stuff, bro.
Why? What? Let me try. Mm.
What?
Ew, don't like that.
I can tell that looked so unnatural.
Don't like that. I don't like that.
Do a real one.
I'm probably gonna get wrinkles because I always, like, stretch out my lip.
Oh,
cheeks.
you just like keep your teeth open and it just goes.
Wait, I
straight
was
back.
thinking about it too much. That wasn't right. That wasn't right. Hold on.
Where's it go?
It's on the side, in my cheeks, on the outside of my teeth first, and then I like you said, I chew it. I'll take like bites out of the water in my cheeks.
Yeah, I don't swallow it as a whole. I swallow in parts.
But it's only on the side. I do not put water in front of my teeth, in the front teeth, like in by my lips.
Wait, you-
not happening. It's
I swallow
all
in
in the back by the
parts.
cheeks.
Yeah. Like, I fill up my mouth and then I swallow in parts.
You swallow multiple times.
Yeah.
For one sip.
Mm.
Like, maybe 3 times.
It goes like to the back, and then it's in.
But it depends how big the sip is.
But then if I'm chugging, I just straight to the esophagus.
That I can't do.
The front of my tongue is in connection with the roof of my mouth at all times. The back of my tongue is dropped down, so when I bite into, quote, bite into the water on the side of my cheeks, it fills the back of my mouth in between. Wow, this is so weird. You put water in front of your teeth, though?
Have to.
My
Have
teeth are
to.
too sensitive, I think, for
My
that.
teeth are sensitive, but I just
Do it anyway?
I don't. It doesn't have an effect.
Psychopath.
Like I can't. Mom bites her ice cream, and that's psychotic.
Mm-mm.
Ella bites her ice cream too,
Mm-mm.
but she's she's dairy free, but that doesn't have to do anything with it.
I lip bite ice cream. Like, I
you gum it. Like,
Oh,
yeah, like a lip it.
I'm spoon. I'm a spoon and dish girl. Like,
Yeah.
But
if I have to, I'm protecting my teeth and my lips.
should we end it here and then start again?
Sure.
This is
We
such
didn't
a
do
weird
this
cover-
last week, by the way.
No, we didn't. It was one long thing. But
Yeah.
we're gonna continue it now. We didn't do it last week because we didn't continue it. Because you had to go.
Okay.
But we have time now, so we're gonna... Okay, folks.
Go to the next part.
bye.
Okay. Talk to you at the next one. Okay, bye.